And you want to do the how I told you to take your third and oversaturate. You want to do the same thing in team games.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, the whole, like, you expand a little slower than Zerg, but you make workers
Not
faster.
enough minerals.
So it's better to just keep pumping them.
We need more money.
Stay ahead.
We require more
So
minerals.
frustrating as a Zerg player, too.
Yeah,
Just like, what the fuck, I'm the one that's supposed to be able to make workers faster, and you just do chrono on your nexuses, you make workers faster and make an army at the same time? Bullshit.
The hero style makes you feel fucking like crap because you're just on the constant defense.
Yeah, really good.
Unless you do the 50-50 build, and that's like the only build I know where I'm just like, aha, you try to fuck on me?
We'll do the... Should I just...
You need more minerals.
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time.
Shows up before I'm ready to make units, and when I
Not
do make
enough
units,
minerals.
he still kills them.
Well, what I mean by, like, you can be up with him, but he's going to be constantly the aggressor until you hit Hive. It's pretty shit. And then when he does, you can just walk back into a, like, a stasis and always just get out. That's more or less the deal. He can always get out and trade without, like, just picking and trading. Picking and trading, picking and trading.
Like, the way I see it is you have to like surround the stalkers so that when they blink, they're blinking into more lings. Like, that's the only way you're ever going to take a positive trade. Or just, like, have a lot more army. And the only way you're going to do that is by cutting your workers pretty badly to make that many lings to shut down the stalkers. Like, alright, I shut down the stalkers,
I know,
I'm still fucking
shitty.
behind.
It's shitty. I found out that you control click when you A move on the stalkers, just don't even attack with your wings. Just attack with your roaches. Because you're going to just bleed off wings constantly. At least with your roaches, you can keep them alive.
Yeah, but...
And you're not going to be aggro. The only aggro you're ever going to do is maybe, like, ling run buys. Versus that style. It's just hard to be aggro. At least I play versus, like, a 5.3k Protoss that does that shit all the time to me. Fucking Jimbo. Goddamn.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. We need more money. A new queen has emerged. A new queen has emerged.
Yeah.
Absolute Chad Overlord. I love you like a kiss.
Not enough energy.
Oh.
Oh, that's so
Ain't fucking nothing. Nobody getting in Fort Knox. Jeez. It says no one's coming in my fucking base.
A new queen has emerged.
I feel like Boots just became Cuba, putting a fucking embargo on everything. They're just like, yeah, we're fucking isolating ourselves. Fuck everybody.
A new queen has emerged.
But he's making a cannon and not getting an upgrade. Making his gear.
Need more energy.
Boots does Boots things.
Whoa, you need more energy, little guy.
Not enough energy.
You're under attack. Siege up.
Rip my little duder.
We require more overlords. Whoa, you need more energy, little guy.
Spawn more overlords.
You see nothing, Jon Snow.
We must place that on creep. We must spawn more overlords.
Spawn more overlords.
Our forces are under attack.
Need more energy.
We require
So,
more overlords.
when you scouted Boots, you
Yeah.
did not see a layer.
Command.
Or you didn't see a layer at that time. That's your, like, big
We must spawn
kind
more
of telltale
overlords.
sign.
We require
Not enough energy.
mutation complete.
Your forces are under attack.
You're
Ah,
engaging
fuck,
the
I didn't realize it.
It happens, don't worry about it.
We must place that on creep.
Just know too, if you don't put down your base around like the 4-minute, 4:30 mark, then you're the aggressor. You're being the aggro boy.
unacceptable command.
We must spawn more overlords.
A good thing to do to people in like a best of like 3 or best of 5
overlords.
is do like a 2-base moral all-in or something like that. They still work.
You require more Vespine gas.
Pull my finger. Arthur.
Very rare to see in shit, but they work.
We're running out of minerals. Evolution complete.
We must place that on creep. Your forces are taking damage.
We're running out of minerals back home.
Immortal is good.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Biscuits.
A new queen has emerged. Mutation complete. So creative.
We must place that on creep.
I'm gonna play like you.
Evolution complete. Unacceptable command.
Like, why are you even...
A new queen has emerged.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Another good thing is when you get around like 13,
You
14
require more
workers at your
Vespine
third,
gas.
you go make a
Spawn
fourth.
more overlords.
You're engaging the opponent.
We just keep playing the game of ramping up, you know what I mean? Ramp until we're at, I don't know. I think Protoss wants like 77 or 82 workers, something like that.
Not enough Vespian gas.
You require more Vespine gas.
Pull my finger, Artosis.
So now you need Storm, because you gotta deal with like massive amounts of like little units, you know what I mean?
Mineral field depleted.
We're running out of minerals back home.
Mineral field.
To be honest, a lot of this matchup, Boots, comes down to how fast the Protoss can get their transition into Storm before like a huge Hydra army comes down on your ass.
Mineral field's gone. Don't
Like this.
Yeah, more or less. This is obviously delayed, but
Evolution complete.
yeah.
Yeah, you need some kind of splash against Hydras if that's what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
Like that's why we complain that Hydras are really bad because they've got such low health and they're so easily countered by everything. But it's like
You're
everything
gonna want
except
to do. Sorry about that.
Immortals
Go
and
ahead.
Stalkers. That they do kill pretty well.
Yeah, remember you're trying to get into that Immortal Archon army with Storm, right? That will kill like every ground army that Zerg has. All right.
That was the plan, but the 8th to 3rd, then I had to pull approach to keep the base alive, but I think I took too much damage with the workers.
Yeah, don't do the forge thing that you did this game.
Yeah,
Ever.
That's pretty
Like,
bad.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, like that kind of thing, when I see you making a cannon like that, my thought is, he's teching super hard to carriers, and he's making the cannon in the forge so he doesn't die to, like, fast Rochalon or fast Lings.
Yeah.
But you're really making a big ground army, so instead, just get rid of the forge, get rid of the cannon, have 2 more stalkers, and
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, 2 more stalkers, or just make sure you make another gateway to make finish up the wall. So it's 2 gateways and a cyber core.
Because it's the same thing.
And
My money got way up after 3 minutes.
To be honest with you, the only reason I put that forge down was because he didn't take his natural for so long, so I thought I was going to get link flooded.
Oh, I thought I took
That
my
was the
natural.
only reason I'd done it. Before I was like, I want something that's cheap and chunky. I was like, well, forge. At least I can get a cannon out of it as well.
No,
and then
no.
nothing happened. I was like, oh.
That was just an advantage for you. I told my drone to go make a hatchery and didn't realize it was blocked until much later, until I started attacking you with 2 drones there. I was like, what the fuck, my hatch isn't made?
Mind fuck.
That's what I thought it was, 'cause I waited.
Yeah.
So
You give me way too much
fucking
credit.
link
I'm not
flood.
good at this game.
So Boots, even if it is like a link flood, right? You don't want you still don't want to have a cannon to deal with it. You want to have like shield batteries, whatever gateway units to deal with it, and it all comes really down to this SimCity.
Yeah, you can reactively just make more buildings to survive it.
Yeah. And if you're able to get out like an Oracle or a Void Ray, if you do something like that, more power to you on that one.
And plus, honestly, if I were doing a Link Flood, like I have a Link Flood build I do it on 3 bases. I want the 3rd base just for the extra larva because Lings are so cheap.
I do it too. I just I go ahead and take my base, take my 3rd, and then it's like that's it for drones.
Yeah, and when you
Right.
and when you have your probe in my natural like that, you see drones coming out of my main going to my 3rd, so you know it's not Lings.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about that. It's more, kind of, if it does happen to you, Boots, you just have to SimCity, and you have to. People have a hard time with it regardless.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's usually not a thing that
yeah.
you see from very far away, honestly. Like, it's either like, oh shit, the Lings are here, I didn't know this is coming, and then you start walling off, or it's like, oh my god, I just saw a bunch of Lings run out from the natural, and they're gonna be here in 5 seconds.
All right, yeah, Boots. Make sure you take your 3rd around like 4 minutes, 4:20, somewhere around there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then take your fourth, because remember, you're constantly making workers. Like, even if you have to queue up a fuckload of them just to keep them going, all right, you're still continuously doing. Everything's about ramping up until you hit. Like, that's what I do as Zerg. I just ramping up until I hit this drone count, and then I'm just like, fucking Popeye just took some spinach. So but yeah, man, just keep ramping up. When you get to around 13 work, when you look at your third, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna look at your third, and you're gonna have like 13 or 12 workers at that third. When you get to that number, go make a fourth. So start
Right.
ramping up, take a fourth. All right, take your gases. By the time that fourth is made, right, you'll only have to transfer like 2 or 3. All right,
Right.
and you're also going to get to that point where you're going to be pulling stuff from your main to that fourth, because you're going to start mining out of your fourth or your main.
Right.
Okay, that's like a lot of my builds as Zerg. Is I'm taking this fourth because, for one, I'm like sitting at 66 workers usually when this happens, and I make my fourth. All right, when my fourth is finished, my main is mining out, so I have to grab like a few of those guys, like 5 of them or 6 of them, and send it to my fourth, and then I can make that jump up to 74 workers or whatever the fuck. All right, but that's more or less how it's played. You're doing the same thing. That's why people say it translates well for Zerg and Protoss. It does, and this is why. Because you can, like, it kind of, you follow almost the same rules. All right, you're not following like Terran, because Terran you can get like a 3 base economy off of 2 bases with the mules and shit like that. Kind of changes the aspect of how you're efficiently mining and how you're transferring shit around.
Yeah, and also something to consider, speaking of mining efficiency, is that you get more mining up to 24 probes on a mineral line. Like, that kind of oversaturation is okay. It's over 24 where you get no additional income.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so it's okay to oversaturate for whatever amount of time until you have to fucking transfer. We cool with it. We cool. All right, let's do another one.